BeautiCo. So today is yet another makeup look, and this time it is the ultimate nude makeup look. As you can see, it has turned out so beautiful. I live and breathe in nude makeup, and I have so many of you guys asking what's the best way to do a nude makeup look, what nude makeup look will suit me. And I know on an everyday basis, or even if you're going for events, occasions, shadi, jo bhi hai, you guys opt to do a nude makeup look which looks natural, not over the top. So I thought this is the perfect time to show you guys the ultimate nude makeup look. And in this particular video, I have used all the products which are affordable. So of course, a beginner can also achieve this look. Just follow it step by step, and I guarantee you that you're gonna achieve this exact look right here. Also, I have mentioned all the brushes in this video so that everything you use, you have something similar and you can achieve that look very easily. I know a lot of you guys keep asking me for brush recommendations, what brushes I'm using. So I am definitely gonna do a video really soon, like a beginner's makeup brush kit for you guys. So keep a watch for that. But other than that, today, this is the look. This is the tutorial, and I hope you guys achieve it and you find it easy to do as well. So let's quickly get started. But before going, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe button so that you guys join my little family right here. Now let's get started. So let's get started. I have already prepped my skin with a good amount of skincare. Before you start any kind of makeup look, for it to look beautiful, natural, skin-like, glowing, all of that good stuff, and not look like you've applied tons of makeup, skincare is very important. Makeup sits really well on hydrated skin. So I have done that, and I am going to move on to the next step. Also, after you do your skincare, make sure that you wait for 15-20 minutes for it to do its job and get absorbed into the skin, and then move on to makeup. Now, the next step is primer. For primer, I am using this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte+Poreless Normal to Oily Skin Primer right here. And this is also a very hydrating primer, but at the same time, it blurs out my skin really well and makes my makeup last for a very long time. I think I took a lot of it. You don't need so much. But once again, this particular primer equals for a skincare as well as, you know, blurring out the skin. Like I said, I applied a lot. I'm gonna let this primer sit on my skin for some time till it's completely dried up and absorbed into my skin, and then we'll move on to foundation. For foundation, I am using the Maybelline's Matte+Poreless foundation, and I'm in the shade 228. This is a beautiful foundation. If you're a beginner, this is something that you should totally invest in. It is a very forgiving foundation, has good coverage, very light on the skin, and lasts a very, very long time. One of my absolute favorite foundations. And this particular foundation will suit all skin types, whether you're normal, oily, combination, dry. This is the best foundation, which is in the affordable range. Now for the nude makeup look, you need a very natural looking skin and don't want your base to look super heavy. So this is exactly that. Perfect for that. So I like to take like 2 pumps right here, and I will start dotting it. This way I have more control and I'm not applying too much. To blend out this foundation, I am using a damp sponge. This is the Henna Beauty's Dab It sponge. Beautiful, the best out there, I feel. I use this all the time. And if you are a brush kind of girl, I have 2 recommendations for you. The first one is the e.l.f. Puffing Foundation Brush. Again, super affordable, very good quality, does the job really well. And the other one is this is the Glass & Cosmetics BRA001. This is more like a kabuki brush. Again, a beautiful brush to blend out foundation. Apply this foundation in dabbing motion and spread it out, not dragging motion. I just want a little bit of coverage right in the center area. So whatever is left in my hand, I'm going to pick it up on my sponge and I'm just going to dab it. This is the kind of coverage that I like. Not too heavy, not too light, right in the middle. Next for concealer, I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer and I'm in the shade Amber, I suppose. Yes, Amber. Now this is a shade lighter than my skin tone, so I actually want to cover up my dark circles as well as brighten my under eye area just a little bit. This is a very full coverage concealer, so a little bit goes a long way. I am going to apply this right here and in my inner corners. And just a little bit right here to make the eyes look a little lifted. It has so much coverage. I'm also going to apply whatever is left on my sponge on my eyes. Whatever is left, I'm just applying it on my chin, the tip of my nose. That's where the highest points of my face are. That's the reason, so that they stand out just a little bit. And this is how I get my flawless, natural looking base makeup. Set this concealer before it starts creasing. For that, I am using the K Beauty's. I think this is the HD Setting Loose Powder in the shade Latte. I'm just going to take a flat brush like so, dip it in this powder, and before setting, I'm actually going to take my sponge and remove the creases and set my concealer quickly. I am pressing this powder into my skin, not dragging it. Next is grooming and filling the eyebrows. For that, I am using this. This is the Lakme Absolute Micro Brow Perfector and this is in the shade Charcoal. And it does come with a very fine tip and also with a spoolie, which is very important, so that you're brushing your hair in the upward direction, taking the pencil, lining the lower the lower brow line, just like that, small strokes. Make sure that you're not taking like long strokes like that, but small strokes, so that way there is less room for error, and just following the natural shape of your brows, just like that. And then I am going to start flicking this upward in the direction of the hair growing, just like that. Now these hair go just in this format, so that's what I'm doing. Small strokes, even like half an inch ahead, and then just following the outer shape of your eyebrows. And then I'm just gonna fill it in. I'm brushing the hair in the upward direction and the direction they grow in, just like that, spreading the product out. And I can see sparse areas after brushing, so I like to go ahead and fill them in. That's how I get my perfect natural looking eyebrow. So the brows are done. Now for eyes, I asked you guys which eyeshadow palette you guys would like me to use, whether the Makeup Revolution Velvet Reloader palette or this one. This is the Morphe Truth or Bare palette. But since you guys chose this is what I'm gonna use to achieve that nude eyes. I am gonna start with this shade right here as my transition shade, and for that I am using the Glass & Cosmetics BRA010 brush. This is a very fluffy brush and gonna do the job of applying this transition shade really well. Placing it right in the crease and going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, circular back and forth. You want to keep the shape of your transition shade in like this tapering V format, and as you go towards the inside, I am making the brush straight and trying to keep it right in the crease and not blending out too much upwards. Make sure you're holding the brush far away so that your application is not very precise. It's very blended out. Just pulling the edge up. That's where your eyes are gonna look a little more lifted. I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is a little bit more on the darker side, and I'm gonna focus this with this brush, that is Pro Art 217 brush, and I'm just gonna focus it right in the crease and in the outer corners, placing it in the crease right like that, and just going back and forth in the outer corners and outwards. Again, back and forth, circular motions to blend it out. Whenever you pick a color from the eyeshadow palette, dab it, otherwise the fallout is going to fall on your face and that's not going to be pretty. Just look straight and just see whether your eyes are looking well shaped, and if not, just try and shape them as you want. Next and final step for the eyeshadow is applying this lighter skin toned shade right here on the eyelids halfway, and that way they are just gonna look very pretty and defined, at the same time bright. So for that I'm actually using the PAC 102 brush. Press and drag and blend it out. I am actually defining the crease, my eyelids, so that they look sharp at the same time, very natural looking, and as you can see it instantly turns bright. Just going to blend out the edges with the same brush that we used to apply the darker brown. Also applying this a little bit in my tear duct so that goes a little bright around the edges. And the last and final step for this nude eyes to get over is actually using this particular darker grayish black shade on an angular brush like so. This is the Pro Art AB34, and I'm gonna do a small little wing with this. I'm gonna line my eyes, just like that. You're gonna follow the lower lash line towards the end of your eyebrows and start pulling it up in small strokes, like the strokes you use to fill in your brows. The same stroke, small strokes upward, little by little, so that you don't make any mistake. Then you're gonna join the edge of this line to your lash line, so basically a V down. You're pulling that line down, and with an angled brush this just becomes very easy. And then I'm just filling it in. I'm just darkening it, and I'm just extending my inner corner because that looks flattering on my eye shape. I'm just gonna take the lighter brown shade that we took right at the start, and I'm gonna smudge this on my lower lash line just to give it some kind of shadow. And very close to the lash line, I'm just applying the shade. Then I'm gonna apply some mascara, and this has to be hands down my favorite mascara. I have said this before, this is the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise Mascara, and I'm gonna go really heavy on the lashes because I feel like lashes defines the eyes. So I'm gonna apply like a good 2-3 coats of this, and I'm also gonna go in with falsies, but I want to show you just mascara, how beautiful it looks. So till the time my lashes are dry, I'm going to complete the rest of my face makeup. So let's do some contouring. I'm not going to go very heavy on the contouring, but I'm just going to define my cheekbones. Now for contouring and blush, I'm actually going to use this palette right here. This is the Kingdom of Lashes Chubby Cheeks Blusher palette. I am going to contour with this shade right here. And the brush that I'm going to be using to contour is the PAC 368 brush. Now this is like an angled fluffy brush. but it's precise at the same time. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of this and I'm gonna place it in the hollows of my cheeks in this format. Like the brush is just in this area, and I'm just gonna pull it ahead, and I'm not gonna get it too ahead. I'm just gonna focus it right in the hollows of my cheeks, which starts right from the edge of my ears upwards. Don't get it downwards, otherwise your face will look droopy. So upwards in circular motions, and don't get it ahead of your eyeball. Just keep it right here. Same thing on the other side, and like you can see, it's very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. Again, the same thing on the other side. Little bit on my forehead, just to balance out the edge of the jaw, to define it just a little bit. Totally skip nose contour if you want, but I just want to define it a little bit, so I am going to do that. The Pro Art AF11 brush. Now this is a little bit more like bigger than the contour one, but it's the exact same one. And for blush, I am going to use this beautiful pinky mauvey shade right here. I'm going to place it at the highest points of my cheeks, which is right here, and blend it up. I'm pulling it up into my temples, a little bit on my chin to balance out the color, and nose. Using the Glimmersticks lashes in the style Tease, my favorite. Next, I am going to apply some highlighter. For that, I am using this. This is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. Where's my brush? Okay. The brush that I'm going to be using to highlight is a PAC 094. This is the highest point of your bone. Like you can see, the light is naturally falling on that particular area when I'm going to apply highlighter. So I'm not going to get all the way till here. I'm going to keep it right here. And blend it up. Everything you want to blend up. You don't want to get it down. I'm going to get this highlighter naturally flowing from here. Same thing on the other side. Next, I'm highlighting my nose and my inner corners using the same highlighter with this brush. This is a Lakme Cosmetics PRA023 brush. That's where I am going to apply the highlighter, and then just highlighting the inner corners. Today, I'm actually going to highlight my brow bone. Now, the most important step is to set this, melt this makeup and make it look like skin. For that, setting spray is very important. Today I am using the LA Gold Primer Spray. This is Prep and Hydrate for face. Keep it like at a distance, and I'm just gonna, this is gonna make you achieve the ultimate nude makeup look. In this look, it's obviously gonna be a nude lip. So the combination that today I'm gonna be using is this. This is the Miss Claire's lip pencil in the shade brown, and then for lips I'm using this one. This is in the shade Avocado Toast, a beautiful brownie nude lipstick. Like you can see, I want to emphasize how important a lip liner is for your lips to look very pleasing to the eye. Today I'm actually using a darker lip liner to contour my lips and then fill it in with a lighter shade so that my lips look even more poutier, because that's the effect that I personally like. So I'm going to teach you very quickly how to line the lips. First, Cupid's bow cross, like one line here, one line here. Now you will draw one side of your lips right at the edge of your lips. I'm not overlining here. I am just following the natural edge shape of my lips. The part where it stands out a little raised, that's where you are actually gonna place your lip liner. And then I am going to draw the lower lip. So I'm slightly filling it in at the corners just to give that faded look. You see how slightly I have filled it, and right in the center I've kept it empty, and then I'm applying the lipstick all over my lips. The lip shade has gotten a little bit more on the darker side. So just to lighten it up a little bit, I'm using this shade by Kiro. This is the Vitamin E Apricot Oil Lipstick, liquid lipstick in the shade Peachy Nude. So guys, this is the ultimate nude makeup look right here. Love it. It's stunning. I love nude looks. I know you guys keep asking me how to do a nude look, and I hope this did it justice and you guys tried. If y'all do, let me know. Tag me in your photos, DM me. I would love to see them. I would love to see your recreations. Also, if y'all did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see y'all in my next video very soon. Until then, bye.